Joining us now is a guest we always love to have on the show. Lynn Parramore is a senior editor at Alternet, and she writes on the economy, various social issues, and other things that I guess cross your mind from time to time. Lynn, thanks so much for joining us.
Pleasure to be here with you.
Well, great to have you. And listen, you wrote a couple interesting pieces lately that I wanted to talk to you about. The latest came out just in the last day or so, and it's about people being traumatized by life in America. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts on that.
Yes, well, my thinking on that topic was really sparked by a book that I read recently by a psychiatrist named Bessel van der Kolk. The title of that book is The Body Keeps Score, and it's all about how trauma and traumatic events live with us in our brains and bodies. Now, the obvious case of that people think of are soldiers returning from war who have post-traumatic stress symptoms. They have flashbacks and things like that. But it turns out that many people in America are suffering from very similar symptoms. For example, a study came out a couple of years ago showing that people who were admitted to the hospital in inner city communities in Atlanta were showing the same rate of post-traumatic stress responses as soldiers returning from war. And, you know, these are people who are impacted, obviously, by economic hardship, by gun violence, by drugs in their community, et cetera, et cetera. And I realized when I started thinking about this that there are so many segments of our society, segments of the middle class, or what used to feel like the middle class, so many segments of people who are really suffering from trauma that not only lives in their bodies, but it gets passed down to their children. It's been shown that by researchers that the children of traumatized people can inherit the trauma, not only psychologically but physically. And I began to realize that the scope of this problem is really overwhelming. And even if we were to magically wave a magic wand and fix all of our broken policies, that trauma that's already been sort of written into the code of the minds and bodies of Americans is going to be with us for a very long time.